Hi everybody, it's Julie. I need to make a guest book for a funeral. And so I have my guest book pages here, and I'm going to go ahead and I have a backing from a paper pad that I'm going to use, and I'm going to go ahead and cut my first piece. Let's see. Actually, we're going to cut it from this. Okay, so it's going to get cut from this piece. I want to make sure that it's going to fit inside. I've already used the actual guest book that cover that came with this one. So, whoa. Okay, so we got that one, and then I'm going to need another one. Okay, this one is a little thinner. I'm probably going to have to go grab another piece as well. It's from a different type of book, but what we're doing is we're just making a cover. I'm going to actually go ahead and I'll cut my spine out of this piece because it's thick enough. And let's go ahead, I'm marking it with my finger, and go ahead and cut that there. Okay. It doesn't need to be super wide, but I want it to actually look like a guest book that you would purchase. Okay, so it's going to just have this little spine, and okay, so get those out of the way so I don't accidentally grab the wrong one. Okay, so there's that, and I do need another one. Go grab that. I had another one, so I think we'll be fine to put these two pieces together. Just like this. So we are going to grab our glue and put these two pieces together. Okay, I'm going to use the bottom of my Mono Tombow liquid glue, and I'm going to go ahead and get this ready while I go and pick out my fabric. Sometimes I have used like things that people have had. On my brother's, I used one of his shirts at the request of my dad. And then just favorite colors, things like that. This is for Rosie, so we are going to use roses, and make sure I've got the right one. I don't want to use the thick chipboard on the thin. Okay, there we go. And then I'll put a heavy book on it, and that will help to hold it down while it's drying. Use the back of this. Okay. So there we go, and I'm gonna go get okay, I found my fabric. I'm gonna go with this piece. it has the roses, and I love the added touch of the birds. And so it is going to be pretty big. I want the roses that are here to be on the actual. Okay, so I have about just under an inch down here. I'm going to go ahead and put it there. Here. I'm going to go ahead and rip across right here and rip here. That should give me a straight cut. Go ahead and turn that. Okay, this is our little piece. And I can either glue it and put this down here, or I can put this down like this. I'm going to do it this way, okay? So again, I'm going to be using the bottom of my glue, and I want the gray side down because I have both of the books have, or both of the backings that I have gray, and I am going for the full coverage of the cover. Okay, so it's going to take it a little while to dry, but that's okay. I think now I have a huge stash of fabric. I'm really glad I was able to find something. It's going to go really well with what I have for decorating on the inside as well. I'm checking for those roses that I want to make sure show up on the cover. Okay. I'm going to put it down, and because I know there was a wrinkle in it, I'm going to turn it over and make sure I've smoothed out any wrinkle. Okay, then I'm going to come to our little board, our spine, and I'm also going to use the gray side of this one. Okay, I'm going to put it down, and I really don't need there to be very much of a space here this time because it's a very little book. Well, our phone has been ringing off the hook, and apparently so has my cell phone, and we've lost all the footage. But here is the cover. I used copy pages of Courting Lady Jane, and this is from Laura's Roses on the inside. Added some of that strip that I have. I added lace to the outside, and so the cover is ready. I have chosen an inside cover page, and I added napkin to this beautiful doily looking page. And I also have some of this that will go right inside the cover. And so the next thing we're going to do is add some roses onto a couple of the pages. And so we're just going to go ahead and rip around the rose just like that. Okay. And we're going to add this one right up here. So we'll just go ahead, add some glue where the rose would go. Grabbed it some extra glue there. Pat it down, pat it down, pat it down. Make sure it's all down. And then we'll grab from the ply and clean off the excess glue, pulling away from the napkin. Okay, so there we've added a beautiful rose image to one of the inside pages. And go ahead and let's see if we have one more. I think we'll do this one with the yellow butterfly. I thought I had another napkin to show you how it started, but I didn't. So you can see it's just a napkin with a whole bunch of roses on it. It's the same napkin print that I'm using in my April journal. Okay, I'm going to just add this one right up here to the top. So go ahead and add the glue where I think the image is going to go. Add it on, put it down, put it down. Okay, and then I'm going to grab another piece of the ply. And this one had a beautiful inside ply that I'm actually going to make a page for my April journal out of. Okay, so just pulling from the outside of the image, just like that. And we have that. So we're going to let that dry. I'm going to show you. This is going to be the first page when you open it. Then you'll have these. Then you'll have two that don't have anything. Then you have, actually these will be in the back. Okay, so okay, so it's going to go like this. So you'll have that one and this. You'll have this. You'll have this, this. I might put something on there, and then that. Okay, so that is what's going to be on the inside, and I'm going to go ahead, let this dry, decide what I'm going to do about this inside page. I could just go ahead and put something here and at least put something on, you know, one page or the other. So probably going to do that, and I'll come back and I should have it finished to show you. So we'll be right back. And here we have the beautiful guest book. Okay, so it has the cover that we made, and I added lace here, and this ribbon is just tied around the inside with the bow here. We have a 3-hole pamphlet stitch on ribbon here. This is a pair of her earrings. Now she lost them she took them off at my house because the inside had come out of one and it got lost, and she goes, oh, well, when you find it. Well, we never found it. So I went ahead and I added a bead to that, and it's just clipped on because it's clip-on earrings, but it's also held on by the bookmark on the inside. So it can sit like this when the book is open. So this is how the inside turned out, and they can put pictures or like her card information and stuff in there. And you open this, and here is our first page for guests, and I added a little rose charm and this little bead down at the bottom. And then I thought this could come over to this side and hold these pages down. So then when this page is full, you can turn the page, and these can either go up here or they can go on down the page. There's the center. There's this one. So there's enough for like 70 something, guess. And so that is what we did. And then we have this beautiful image on the back. So this can go ahead and hold it closed, and this can go ahead and clip back over here. Okay. There we go. And we're not sure whether we get to go, so I am going to put this in the mail. I was just waiting for it to dry. So that is it. Because of our little hobby, we can make a special book for someone as well. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you tomorrow.